Welcome to another Strex product video. Today we're going to cover some of the features of the Cryocell FZ-2000, a liquid nitrogen-free control rate freezer and one of our most popular products. Control rate freezing is a method of slowly freezing cells or samples down to long-term storage conditions, typically around -80, while focusing on viability. In this video, we're going to go over the features of the software included with the Cryocell, including how to set up a new freezing protocol and saving it. Before booting up your freezer, please ensure that all the cables are plugged in and that the software needed for running protocols is copied onto your PC and not running from the USB stick included. Once you open up the Strex Freezer control software, called Deep Freeze Program or Program Deep Freeze, you should arrive at this stage. Should you receive an error message, check the connections you've made and also ensure that the software is not running from the USB stick. For the purposes of this demo, we're going to use the operator name as demo. To select a program, you can either open a preloaded one or create and save a new protocol. Hit the temperature pattern button to open up the control menu. Here, there are a few things to keep in mind. You can add as many steps as you'd like to the freezing pattern with the Add button. Choose between holding or freezing down. I'd like to highlight a few things in this input temperature pattern that I've chosen over here. Initial simply stands for the exact temperature that you would like the freezer to cool down to before being able to place your samples into. I've then asked the freezer to cool down at a rate of 1 degree per minute to -20 degrees, and then hold that temperature for 10 minutes. The freezer will then cool down at a rate of -2 degrees per minute until -80 degrees, and then again hold that for another 10 minutes. Please be sure to input a sample ID, in this case test, and then also fill out test samples and dummy samples to keep track of your samples as you use them. After inputting your test samples and dummy samples, go ahead and hit the Start Freeze button. In a couple minutes, your freezer will reach the initial temperature you had set, and at this point, you can introduce your samples into the freezer. A quick note about cooling rates. While the software lets one input a cooling rate of up to -10 degrees per minute, the FZ-2000 can only perform at a max cooling rate of -3 degrees C per minute. However, the FZ-3000 with its larger motor can cool at a maximum of up to -10 degrees C per minute. Keep this in mind. Overall, with a programmable freeze-down cycle, you're given real control over your sample viability while being able to experiment with a range of temperatures and cooling rates. If you are interested in finding out more about Strex's products, feel free to contact us.